Cancer, it is your weekly reading for the week of October 27th through November 2nd. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Hold on, one more shuffle. I don't know, there was a card volcano. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The first card that's coming up is the World card. This is an affirmation that you got some goodies coming your way. You're starting the next cycle of your life, and within that next cycle will be positivity and positive experiences in your life. That's what this card means when we see it in the upright. This is a call to expect some good stuff. Let go of any fear or worry you have about the future, because the goodies are on their way this week. Number 2, this is about financial stability. When we see this card in the upright, we're talking good finances. But there's a degree of materialism going on here. If you look at this guy, he's blinged out. He needed a fancy bird. He needed to bling out the fancy bird. And so this is a call to be mindful of overspending and materialism. Are you buying things because you think this is what I'm supposed to have? Or are we overspending on stuff that we know we don't need? Like, it's just not necessary for right now. I think of a taxidermy giraffe when I think of this. Like, you go into an antique store and you see this giant giraffe and you say, I gotta have it, even though it's not gonna fit in under my ceilings, that kind of thing. Be mindful of your spending and where you're putting your money. That's what this is. Not that you don't have it, just be mindful of what you're doing with your money. And finally, when we see this card, we're talking about a lack of communication or miscommunication. This could be arguing or bickering with someone this week. This hasn't happened yet. We're at the top of the week. You can kind of circumvent this energy by paying attention to how you're getting your point across. Are you being clear with what you need to tell people? Are you digging into that bickering or arguing? Sometimes we fall into a pattern with our family or friends, our relationship, not so much friends, but it could happen, but more like your partner. Be mindful of where you're coming from in communication. Be clear with what you have to say. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind because they might not want to hear it, that kind of thing. There's always a way to say the truth without being hurtful. If there's bickering and arguing, step away from the drama and the judgment, collect yourself and come back with nothing but a solution. If we do that, I see we're getting off on the wrong foot. Let's talk about how to solve the thing that we're talking about. What do you think about this? And then do you have any suggestions? Take the drama and the judgment out of it. That's where the problems start. So that is the third card that I have for you. I think that's everything. You're starting the next cycle of your life. Good stuff is afoot. That's good. Be mindful of materialism and spending on stuff you really don't need right now. And be clear with your communication. Steer clear of the drama. That's what I have, little crabs. Please like, follow, share, drop a comment. Hop into one of our lives for your own reading. I have detailed readings in our lives that you can see the options in the link in my bio. That's my website. It's all there. Thanks so much.